Hi, this is Mr. Carvajal, and this is the reading that goes with our formative assessment for English 1. So if you're absent for any reason, whether you're in quarantine or you're just out today, you can do the work on your computer and not have to worry about trying to make it up in class. So we're reading today is The Social Dilemma, Social Media, and Your Mental Health, and we're focused on informational texts. These are texts that are basically trying to teach us things, give us information, and we've got to get used to reading these and practicing the same good reading habits we do in my class, right? If you don't know a word, who cares? Just skip it. Or if you're reading out loud, say blah. And then make that picture in your head. You want to picture a documentary instead of just a movie. Also, be sure you look at the notes and the assignment video as well. You can click on that and watch that one if you haven't watched it after you're done with this one. It makes doing the assignment much easier. All right, so let's get started. Today is a good day. I'm so glad you're here. The Social Dilemma, Social Media, and Your Mental Health. The social media platform Instagram made headlines last year for suppressing likes in an effort to curb the comparisons and hurt feelings associated with attaching popularity to sharing content. Right? How many likes am I going to get? Ooh, that's so important. But do these efforts combat mental health issues, or are they simply applying a Band-Aid to a wound? Right? Is that going to make a difference if you can't see the likes? It's a small step in the right direction, says Jacqueline Sperling, PhD, a psychologist at McLean Hospital who works with youth who experience anxiety disorders, about Instagram's recent restriction. Quote, even if you remove the likes, there continues to be opportunities for comparisons and feedback. People still can compare themselves to others, and people still can post comments. The risk for the reward. Social media has a reinforcing nature. Using it activates the brain's reward center by releasing dopamine, a feel-good chemical linked to pleasurable activities such as sex, food, and social interaction. The platforms are designed to be addictive and are associated with anxiety, depression, and even physical ailments. According to the Pew Research Center, 69% of adults and 81% of teens in the U.S. use social media. I know I do. How about you? You're on social media, aren't you? This puts large amount of the population at an increased risk of feeling anxious, depressed, or ill over their social media use. But what makes users come back for more, even when it can literally make them feel sick? Quote, when the outcome is unpredictable, the behavior is more likely to repeat, Sperling says. Think of a slot machine. If the game players knew they were never going to get money by playing the game, they would never play. The idea of a potential future reward keeps the machines in use, right? If anybody has a family member that loves to go to casinos and gamble, my wife does, we understand that, right? I might win. I might get all those likes. I might win thousands or millions of dollars. And it kind of works the same way. The chance that we might win means that we're going to keep trying to get all those likes on social media. Let's continue. The same goes for social media sites. One does not know how many likes a picture will get, who will like the picture, and when the picture will receive likes. The unknown outcome and the possibility of a desired outcome can keep users engaged with the sites. To boost self-esteem and feel a sense of belonging in their social circles, people post content with the hope of receiving positive feedback. Couple that content with the structure of potential future reward, right? Lots of likes, go viral, and you get a recipe for constantly checking platforms. When reviewing others' social activity, people tend to make comparisons such as, did I get as many likes as someone else? Or why didn't this person like my post, but this other person did? They're searching for validation on the internet. This serves as a replacement for a meaningful connection they might otherwise make in real life, right? We're so busy checking our internet, we're not paying any attention to the people around us. FOMO, we've all heard of that, right? Fear of missing out also plays a role. If everyone else is using social media sites and if someone doesn't join in, there's concern that they'll miss jokes, connections, or invitations. Missing experiences can create anxiety and depression. When people look online and see they're excluded from an activity, it can affect thoughts and feelings and can affect them physically. A 2018 British study tied social media use to decreased, disrupted, and delayed sleep, which is associated with depression, memory loss, and poor academic performance. Social media use can affect users' physical health even more directly, right? It's going to literally make you sick. Researchers know the connection between the mind and the gut can turn anxiety and depression into nausea, headaches, muscle tension, and tremors. The digital age of vulnerability. The earlier teens start using social media, the greater impact the platforms have on mental health. This is especially true for females. While teen males tend to express aggression physically, right? Boys fight it out and get over it. Females do so relationally by excluding others and sharing hurtful comments. Social media increases the opportunity for such harmful interactions, right? The more you're on there, the more you can be ugly to people. Sperling offers the example of a seventh grader whose best friend chose a new best friend and posts pictures of the pair at the movies or on a weekend trip. 20 years ago, that girl may have been excluded from her best friend's activity, but she may not have known about it unless she was told explicitly, Sperling says, right? And she wouldn't have seen pictures of the weekend and what they did. In addition to providing young people with a window through which they can view missed experiences, social media puts a distorted lens on appearance and reality. Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat increase the likelihood of seeing unrealistic filtered photos at a time when teen bodies are changing. In the past, teens read magazines that contained altered photos of models. Now these images are one thumb scroll away at any given time. Apps that provide the user with airbrushing, teeth whitening, and more filters are easy to find and easier to use. It's not only celebrities who look perfect, it's everyone. When there's a filter applied to the digital world, it can be hard for teens to tell what's real and what isn't, which comes at a difficult time for them physically and emotionally. Middle school is already challenging for students with all their developmental changes. As they go through puberty, they're tasked with establishing their identity at a time when the frontal lobes in their brain are not fully developed, and there is a lack of impulse control. All of this happens while their relationships with peers become more important, Sperling says. It's a very vulnerable population to have access to something when there is no stopgap before they post or press the send button. I think that's something of which to be mindful. Adults are vulnerable too. In recent years, plastic surgeons have seen an uptick in requests from patients who want to look like their filtered Snapchat and Instagram photos. A New York Times article ran in June 2018 features a newlywed couple who nearly separated after their honeymoon. The reason? The wife spends more time on the trip planning and posting selfies than she spent with her husband. Okay, so you can go ahead and finish reading the rest on your own. It's just another page or so. And you can switch over to the article, right? Remember to watch the video. I go over the notes and I talk about how to do the assignment. Do a great job. You are strong, confident, and successful. And if you need any help from me, be sure and let me know. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.